Hey guys, welcome to the review show. My name's Austin. Furious 7 is our next review in the Fast and the Furious franchise series that I am doing. That is now turning into a daily thing, I guess. But yeah, we're just gonna kind of move this along. I'm already behind on these reviews, and the Fast 10 is coming up very soon. It's coming up on a couple of next days as it is. Yeah, this is where I kind of think that the series should have ended. To not only, I think it was a perfect ending, and I think that the series is kind of getting a little ridiculous as it is. And it's also, I think it would respect Paul Walker very much, because this is the film where a lot of stuff happened with Paul Walker where he passed away, and so they had to go hold this film back for a bit and to do a lot of finishing up scenes with Paul Walker's brothers and doing CGI Paul Walker, which is somewhat noticeable in the film. There's a couple of scenes where you notice that it's a CGI head of Paul Walker, of him just looking and not actually talking. There's maybe a couple of scenes where he talks, but pretty much the whole entire film was done. They just had to rework the ending and do CGI work, and that was pretty much it with that. And I actually do like this film. I think this was a very interesting it was a revenge versus revenge type of story, which we're just getting once again in Fast 10, which this universe hates the Dom family apparently. I think, and Jason Statham as a villain is I think Jason Statham really works in this movie. I think he's the best part in this whole entire film. That he's just like, you know, fuck you, fuck your family. What about my family, dude? You kicked my brother out of that plane, which somehow survived. And as well conditioned in the next film. See, the retcon, once again, they retcon 6. Like this franchise likes retconning their own movies, because then 9 retcons this movie, making this movie fucking pointless, making the upcoming next film. I don't get it. I really don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. I won't be surprised if Gal Gadot shows up in 10 or 11 being all fine. Like, yeah, I was all fine. I just had to go into hiding, like whatever. Yeah, go to China or something and follow a UK flag or something. That's gonna be the explanation for that one. This is kind of the first film where it drops the whole entire racing thing. I wish The Rock was in it more. I think because The Rock brought some charisma. He's kind of like, he's in the first like 15 minutes of the film, and next he gets injured and he's stuck in the hospital the whole entire film, and next he shows up towards the end, and next he uses like a turret from one of the drones that shoots shooting things down, which is pretty funny and pretty cool, which I don't mind, because it's The Rock. I kind of buy whatever The Rock does at this point in any film. And next we have this whole entire other film, revenge story, where Jason Statham kills Han in Tokyo. They kind of retcon where Han's death wasn't an accident during a chase away thing, where Jason Statham showed up at the right time and he's like, you know what, and kills him. Well, thanks that he kills him, and he's hunting down the Toretto family. And Dom Paul Walker has a kid with Mia, and there's a whole entire subplot where Paul Walker's character kind of misses the gun, the bullets, and everything, and all that type of deal. And next they they need to find Cypher, which is this thing that can Cypher is a person, but they need to find it's called the IA. I forget the name of it. But they need to find this device that can basically locate anyone around the world. Nobody, which is somebody that's tracking down Jason Statham, and can also. But it's like, you know what? If you help us, we'll help you catch Jason Statham, type of deal. And it's basically this device that will basically control anything, any like cameras or cars, which is found out in the next film that controls electrical cars, whatever I guess. And it's a basically in-world type of device. It's a Tony Stark device, like I would like to call it. But yeah, I like it. I think the action is fun. That's kind of my thoughts on this film. It's fine for what it is. I just don't get how they go from race car drivers that steal TVs to spy shit. Because I also did a review on that Fast and the Furious Netflix show. I only did the first season. I think there's a second season, probably a couple more at this point. It was bad. It was so bad. It didn't make any fucking sense. I just think that should have ended here before it got ridiculous. But just to show respect for Paul Walker, I think this ending was because the ending had to be reworked for Paul, and I think this is like the most like heartful tribute to Paul Walker or to anybody in a franchise in general. It was one of the most saddest things I saw in theater. And a lot of people were tearing up, people clapped, and this is kind of like canon ending to the Fast and Furious franchise. The next ones after that are like Elseworld type of deal, but you can't really do that because it's just like, I don't know. I feel biased for this film because I love Paul Walker. He was like one of the people say that he was one of the nicest guys in Hollywood, and so yeah, I don't know. I enjoyed this film. I think it's fine for what it is and for what the production went through. There's a couple moments that were iffy and nitpicky, but besides that, it's all right. I'm gonna give Furious 7 and B-. I think it's fine. I think yeah. What else can I really say about this film? I don't really have any nitpicks besides The Rock not being in the film that much, and there's some other stuff that happens like with the action scenes, at least like there's like Vin Diesel and Jason Statham get into like fist fights and the camera's sort of like shaky a tiny bit and very close-up shots. But besides that, and yeah, the street always wins type of deal where fucking Vin Diesel stomps down the street and it collapses and lands on, and like fucking road bits land on Jason Statham but doesn't kill him. So like there's nitpicks like that type of deal that bothers me. I'm like, how, why, how? Like it doesn't make any sense. But yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Like always, I'll see you guys next review. Bye, guys.